Right then guys, how's it going? Welcome back to your football predictions. Game week 20 kicks off in just a few hours. Game week 19 ended just last night and I was out celebrating the Newcastle game. 1-1 draw in the end, but a fantastic performance from us and I think a good point as well. And in fairness, I was out on Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, I was out on Boxing Day for Sarah's birthday, and I was out last night, so I have definitely been enjoying the Christmas break so far. Hope you guys have as well. Before we get into the predictions for today's game, Wednesday and Thursday night, I did go through everyone's predictions for the Boxing Day games. Thank you to everyone who got involved. I went through all of the predictions, and this week's winner is Geordie Toon for life. So thank you to you, mate, for getting involved as always. And remember, if you want to be shouted out in my next predictions video, which will be Friday, ready for the New Year's games, be sure to get your predictions down in the comments below, as I say, for the games today, Wednesday and Thursday. I know this video is going out late. There is only a few hours before the 3 o'clock games kick off. But if you are watching this late and you still want to get your predictions for the games later today or Wednesday or Thursday, please still get involved. I will come back tomorrow morning and pick up the late predictions as well. So, as always, let's get into the games. As I say, starting at 3 o'clock today, Crystal Palace taking on Norwich. They are all on Amazon. So I've got to say, I cannot wait to sit on that settee just over there with a cup of tea and watch all of the games football without a drink. But Crystal Palace taking on Norwich. Crystal Palace lost their game during the week 3-0 against Spurs. Norwich lost their game 5-0 against Arsenal. So 2 defeats for these 2 teams, both of which will want to bounce back. Norwich obviously in the relegation zone, desperate to pick up points, but I think I've got to go Crystal Palace here. I think Norwich could well put up a good fight, but I'm going to go 2-1 Crystal Palace there. Next game on at 3 o'clock today, we have got Southampton taking on Spurs. Southampton with a fantastic win during the week, 3-2 against West Ham there. I don't know what it is about Boxing Day, but there's always so many goals. 3-2 to Southampton in their game, and as I say, Spurs won 3-0 against Crystal Palace in theirs. Conte is definitely getting something out of this side that they weren't getting at the start of the season. I'm going to go, I think Southampton could well be as high as a kite after their game, and playing at home will be a big boost for them. I kind of want to back Southampton a little bit, to be honest. I'm going to go 1-1. I'm going to go 1-1. I don't know if maybe that's a bit much. I think Spurs have got a very good side and very good players, and if they can click right, they can score 3, as they did against Crystal Palace. You know what I'm going to do? I got 1-1 in that one. Moving on to the next game, still 3 o'clock. Watford taking on West Ham. Again, they're all at 3 o'clock, but if you've got Amazon, you can watch them. And if you don't have Amazon already, you can get a free 1-month trial. Just remember to cancel it before the month ends, so they start charging you. Watford's game was postponed, and as I say, West Ham lost theirs. West Ham, I mean, still a very good side. I know that the squad depth isn't the greatest, but still some fantastic players in that team. I don't know what it is. I wouldn't say they're on a downward spiral, but I would definitely say they have lost some form of late. Watford themselves, again, it can be very exciting to watch. Can score a lot of goals, but also concede a few. So I can see goals in this one. I'm gonna go West Ham 3-1. Again, it depends what West Ham team turns up for this game, to be honest. And as I say, having only just played a few days ago, Watford have had the longer break, but then again, they had it postponed because of positive cases and stuff, so it's quite hard to judge whether the break is even a good thing when players are possibly unavailable, which is the case with all of these games, to be honest. I'll stick with it. I'm going to go West Ham 3-1. Moving on to the 8 o'clock game on Tuesday night, we have got Leicester taking on Liverpool. Leicester scoring 3 goals against Manchester City in the midweek, but it still wasn't enough because Manchester City scored 6 again. What is it with Boxing Day and getting goals? What a game that was. Well, as I say, I didn't watch it. I watched all the highlights, which lasted forever because there was 9 goals. Leicester again, are still a very good side. For whatever reason, it isn't just quite clicking for them. Taking on Liverpool, who, as I say, didn't play their game. That was postponed during the week. They should have played Leeds. And I am going to back Liverpool in this one as well. 2-1 Liverpool there. Moving on to the Wednesday night now. So tomorrow night, 7:30, we have got Chelsea taking on Brighton. Chelsea won their game 3-1 against Aston Villa at the weekend. Again, that was a game where I went for a draw. I actually backed Aston Villa to possibly get to take something from that game, but Chelsea proved me wrong. Got the 3 points. Taking on a Brighton side who, again, I also put down as a draw. Brighton, who started the season so well, have just drawn so many games over the last 2 months, but they picked themselves up. Good 2-0 win against Brentford. And although I wouldn't say that Chelsea are playing perfect football, they are still scraping the points and the wins when they need to, so I will back them again in this one. 2-0 there. Next up again on the Wednesday night, but at 8:15, we have got Brentford taking on Manchester City. As I say, Brentford lost their game 2-0. Manchester City won their game 6-3. And although Brentford are another side who I've really enjoyed watching, have been a breath of fresh air coming up to the Premier League, they started the season very well, attacking football, scoring a few, conceding a few, but in recent games haven't been quite as good. And as I say, Manchester City are just... I've said this many a time on my videos, is although I don't find Manchester City's style of play particularly enjoyable to watch, it gets the job done, doesn't it? And again, they did score 6 the other day, so maybe that's a bit harsh from me. I will back them there. Another 3-1 to Manchester City. And then moving on to the Thursday night games, we have got 7:30 Everton taking on Newcastle. As I say, very much enjoyed the Newcastle game last night. Joe Linton, I mean, what a player he's turned into with Eddie Howe as manager. And St. Max has had a little bit of stick over the last few weeks for not really turning it on when we need it. Wow, he was world class last night. He was totally quality. Being 1-0 up, it almost felt a bit like a loss when Manchester United scored. But I did say before the game that I would take a 1-1, and that was exactly what happened. So I won't be upset about that. And I think the effort and just the play was almost worth more than the points. Just seeing how well we played, and if we can keep doing that against an Everton side who really haven't been great this season, who knows what we could do. But if Everton for themselves, their game was postponed. At the weekend, they were meant to play Burnley. I think a lot of Newcastle fans will probably be looking for 3 points here, and I think 3 points would be really good. But I still think a draw away to Everton is a good result as well. And again, it's Newcastle had Callum Wilson, St. Max both come off injured at the end of that game. I think Callum Wilson one could be quite a serious one. Fraser was limping, Shaw was limping. We've got positive cases. Same with Everton. They've got about 900 injuries as well. So I don't even know if this game may well not go ahead. And if it does, who's even going to be on the pitch? So it's quite a hard one to predict. And I go 1-1. I said it for the Manchester United game. I'm going to say it again. I think a draw away to Everton would be a decent result. So I'll go 1-1. And the final game, still Thursday night, but at 8:15, we have got Manchester United taking on Burnley. As I say, Cavani came on, got their equaliser. I think Manchester United coming to play in Newcastle, it's never an easy place to go, St James's Park, and on TV for the world to watch. But we had Lascelles, Shaw, Manquillo and Kraft playing at the back, and they had Ronaldo, Rashford, Greenwood, Fernandes. Those 4 players alone are probably worth more than our club, never mind the starting 11. So as much as we played well, I don't think they played too great. And they're going to want to make up for that now at Old Trafford, taking on a Burnley side who are a team who has had pretty much the last month's worth of games postponed. So again, have they had more of a rest? Are they going to be more ready for this game after not playing in a while? Or do they have the players available? And there's not a lot of transparency there, so we don't really know until it goes underway. And although Burnley have had the longer rest, Manchester United weren't great. I think Burnley would take a draw right now in this game, and I think Manchester United at home will want to make up for what was not a good performance last night. So I'm going to back Manchester United 1-0 win. And those are all of the games going on today, Wednesday, Thursday. Get your predictions down in the comments below. I will go through all of your predictions and shout out the winner in my next video, which will be Friday, where we will do the predictions for the New Year's Day game. So be sure to look out for a video this Friday. I don't know, sometime around lunchtime. But thank you for watching as always. Drop a like if you are still watching 10 minutes later and you haven't subscribed yet, then please do so. Sorry that I've not put the graphics on the screen today. I have been a bit rushed to try and get this video out before the games kick off in an hour's time. But I hope you guys have enjoyed it. As I say, if you are watching it late, maybe you're watching it while the 3 o'clock games are still going on, don't worry, I will be checking this video back constantly to pick up any late predictions. And as I say, last week's winner I think had 2 correct scores. So if you were to get everything right on the Wednesday and the Thursday, you're more than likely still going to win the video. But as always, thank you guys for watching. Hope you've all had a great Christmas. I will see you before New Year, so I will wish you New Year on Friday. But again, enjoy it if you're off. But thank you for watching. As always, drop a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you later.